Okay, this video is to discuss the gathering at the second coming of Christ. Some people think there's three comings of Christ, but they're wrong. They're called pre-tribulation rapture followers. I call the pre-tribulation rapture the pre-tribulation fantasy, because getting out of here before tribulation is a fantasy. No, there will be Christians. Oh yes, there'll be a lot of Christians going to leave the earth before the rise of the Antichrist. But they'll be the dead ones. People old, people sick, dying of natural causes. The only Christians that are going to leave this planet before the son of perdition comes will be the dead ones. Now, one of the arguments that preachers say is, so you think that we're going to be raptured or gathered into the clouds, and we're going to be changed, and then we're going to just turn right around and come back? I say, yeah. For some reason, they think taking up in the clouds and being changed and then disappearing for a few years makes more sense. It's like the rapture is kind of like some sort of spiritual vacation. They're just going to take somewhere and they're going to go on vacation for a while. Anyway, they say, are people going to be gathered into clouds and changed into corruption just to come right back to the earth? And I say yes. But in the mind of a pre-tribulation rapture believer, people are going to be like floating up in the air like balloons. You know, they're going to go about maybe 12 miles an hour. Or, well, maybe they'll go 30 miles an hour. But the answer is, the Bible tells us how long it's going to take to go up into the clouds, be changed, and be back on earth. It says it's just going to take a twinkling of an eye. That's all it's going to take. And in the verses it says there's two in the field, two in the grinding mill, one will be taken, the other left. Now, the one that leaves isn't the one who was gathered and in the twinkling of an eye right back where they were, because Christians are going to rule on this earth with Jesus. There's no reason for us to stay up in the clouds any more than the twinkling of an eye. So that's basically it. I'm not going to make a long video. We are gathered in the clouds. We're changed and we're back where we were. They're going to be back in the mill, in the grinding mill, or out in the field. And then one's left and one's taken. And the ones taken is the same kind that were taken in Noah's flood, which are in the verses just before these verses. The ones taken were destroyed. You don't want to be taken. You want to be left behind, because the meek inherit the earth. It should be Christians. Christians should be meek. Christians will inherit the earth. We're not going anywhere. They are. Thanks for listening.